ชื่อลินชื่อก็เพราะแถมยังใจดีอีกมันมีคนแบบนี้อยู่จริงด้วยหรอ
ขอโทษค่ะ
ฉันไม่แย่งเธอเก็บหรอกปล่อยมือฉันได้แล้ว
Family News โหคุณเป็น CEO ที่นี่เหรอคะ
อยากได้เธอมาร่วมงานด้วย
หอมเลย
ขายหน้าจังเลยออกตัวแรงซะขนาดนั้นเมื่อคืนอิงคงอึดอัดใจหน้าดู
Episode 1 begins with the glowing neon lights of Play Park slowly illuminating the evening sky. The air is filled with the sound of children laughing, arcade machines chiming, and rides spinning in rhythm. On the surface, it looks like a place built purely for happiness. But behind the bright colors and cheerful music stands a woman quietly carrying enormous responsibility. Ing is introduced as more than just the park's manager. She is its backbone. She moves through the park with steady determination, greeting guests, supervising employees, solving small problems before they become big ones. Every decision she makes is tied to survival. As a single mom, she does not have the luxury of failure. The park is not simply a business. It is the foundation of her family's future.
ไปส่งอาหารไง
พักบ้างเหรอพี่ค่าผ่อนบ้านเดือนนี้ก็ได้ครบแล้วนี่
งานพี่ชัวร์กว่าเยอะเลยทำปุ๊บก็ได้เงินปั๊บ
Every ticket sold helps pay bills, school fees, and household expenses. We see glimpses of her life outside of work.
เธอเก็บของไปให้หมดเลยนะ
ฉันเห็นเหตุการณ์อยู่ลูกชายเธอไปแย่งลูกโป่งจากเพื่อนน้องเขาเลยเข้ามาช่วยแยกน้องเขาไม่ผิดหรอก
เธอเองเหรอสั่งราเมงใช่ไหมคะ
Her softer side when she is with her child, the exhaustion she hides behind a composed smile, and the quiet loneliness she carries. Her past lingers in subtle ways. She once entered a marriage she did not truly want, forcing herself into a role society expected of her despite knowing her heart was drawn elsewhere.
พี่อิงโทรบอกพี่กายยัง
ไม่บอกมัน
นะอยู่กับป๊าไปกันไหมคะ
นี่พี่มุกเนี่ยเล่นในบ้านก็พอนะคนอื่นเขาคิดว่าผมเป็นผัวพี่ยีนหมดแล้ว
That chapter left scars, shaping her into someone cautious and guarded when it comes to love. Just as Ing tries to keep everything afloat, trouble arrives in the form of financial instability. Play Park is struggling. Investors have begun to take interest, and not all of them have sentimental attachments to the park's history. That is when Lin enters the story. Lin's arrival shifts the tone immediately. Where Ing is warm and hands-on, Lin is sleek and strategic. She is a successful CEO with a sharp business mindset and a clear plan. To her, Play Park represents an opportunity, prime land that could be transformed into a prestigious academy. In her view, the change is logical and profitable. The first official meeting is charged with restrained hostility. Ing stands her ground, defending the park not just as property, but as a place filled with memories and meaning.
คุณลิน Family Nest จะมาเช่าช่วงที่นี่ต่อแล้วทำไมไม่ไปเช่าที่อื่นน่ะ
Lin remains composed, presenting statistics and projections with calm authority. What begins as a professional discussion quickly becomes a clash of values, heart versus logic, preservation versus progress. Yet, beneath their disagreement lies something neither expected. Their eye contact lingers longer than necessary. There are brief pauses where irritation blends with curiosity. Each woman notices the other in ways that go beyond business. Ing sees confidence and intelligence beneath Lin's corporate exterior. Lin sees strength and resilience behind Ing's emotional defense. As the episode continues, we are shown parallel moments from their separate lives. Ing sits at her kitchen table late at night, calculating expenses, worry evident in her expression. Meanwhile, Lin reviews business documents in her modern office, confident but not entirely untouched by the passion she witnessed earlier that day. The emotional shift happens quietly. Late one evening, Lin returns to play park closing hours. Without the crowds and noise, the park feels different. The still rides and dim lights create an atmosphere that feels intimate rather than commercial. She begins to see the space from another perspective, imagining the memories tied to it. Unexpectedly, Ing appears. Their conversation this time is less combative. The tension remains, but it softens. Instead of debating numbers, they speak about dreams, responsibilities, and what the park truly represents. It becomes clear that both women are driven by duty, just in different forms. Ing fights to protect her family and community. Lin strives to prove herself through ambition and success. The episode closes not with resolution, but with possibility. They remain on opposing sides of a business deal, but the emotional lines have begun to blur. What started as a rivalry now carries an undercurrent of intrigue. There is still conflict ahead, but there is also an undeniable connection slowly forming, one built on shared strength, hidden vulnerability, and unexpected attraction. Episode 1 carefully lays a foundation for a slow burn romance, positioning two strong women at a crossroads where ambition and emotion are bound to collide.
Want more queer content? Then please subscribe and hit the notification bell.